welcome to the Pull List Examiner first ever live stream. It is great to have you here tonight. So, tonight I will be going through my top 3 choices for this week's pull list, and I am going to also be using the Wheel of Names to raffle off 3 of the comics, 2 of the comics for the 100 subscriber celebration. So this is my first ever attempt at doing a live stream, so thanks for joining. So let's jump into my top 3 choices from my pull list this week, and then after that we'll take a look at the raffle. Coming in at number 3 this week is Star Wars The Mandalorian issue number 2. And this is making the list because I am a fan of the Star Wars books and The Mandalorian. And I have to say that I really did like the first issue, so I am sticking with the series. It really is, if this is a spoiler, I'm sorry, but it really is not a original piece of work. The writers, are borrowing from the TV show and are basically recreating the TV show in comic form. So it's not a new plot line and there's no new characters, but this is our first time seeing the Mandalorian in comic book form, and it's been pretty cool. So I am recommending, if you are a Mandalorian fan, it is worth getting. And there is some spec this week on this book. Hopefully they stick on the shelves a little bit, but Grogu is showing up in his first full appearance because he had a little cameo at the last or at the end of the last issue number 1. So we will see Grogu this week in Mando issue number 2. There's a bunch of cool covers too. If you go out and look online, you can see some of the cool covers. This is the main cover I'm showing here today. Let's jump to number 2 this week. Number 2 is going to be Batman One Bad Day, the Riddler issue number 1. And if you've watched before, you know I am a Tom King fan. Tom King is a prolific Batman writer now. His run is either famous or infamous, depending on who you are. And the Batman One Bad Day, the Riddler, continues his writing about the people of Gotham. And I don't know what we're going to get yet. I've just read some of the preview work online, but I'm looking forward to checking out this comic because I am a Tom King fan. His last series, Batman Catwoman, was really good, and I think his Batman Killing Time was decent. The last issue had a little bit of a reveal, so if you haven't finished up that series yet, it'll probably be in trade paperback form soon. You can pick that one up, but looking forward to Tom King this week with Batman One Bad Day, the Riddler. Okay, let's jump over to number 1 for this week. Number 1 this week is Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, issue number 2, aka 650. And if you are a Daredevil fan, you probably know that this is what they are calling a landmark issue, issue 650 of Daredevil. That's using the legacy numbering system. If you were to go back and total up all the different issues of Daredevil, we are hitting issue 650, even though in this second run from Zdarsky, it's issue number 2. I was reading an article that indicated Zdarsky actually was planning on this being issue number 38, and I think if you look at the issues, he ended on 36, so issues 1 and 2 would actually be 38. So anyways, I really like his take on the Daredevil. The first run was amazing. If you haven't read it, go grab those graphic novels and read them. And here we have issue number 2, and yes, issue number 2 is amazing from the perspective that it's going to have tons of at least artists from what I've seen so far. I don't know if there's any writers other than Zdarsky, but they are doing an extravaganza. I think it's listed at 52 pages. So we are going to have a huge run of artists through this issue. I've seen names like Sienkiewicz and Samney and Ramada Jr. So if you're a Daredevil fan, even if you're not a Zdarsky Daredevil fan, it's probably worth grabbing this issue. There's going to be some throwback, I think, to some of the earlier runs of Daredevil as they have this 52-page special, issue 650. Okay, let's go to the wheel. I'm still learning my live stream here, but we're going to go to the Wheel of Names. Let's see if we can do that. There it is. So, I was very grateful to have the comments that were left this week. We had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I counted wrong. 10 or 11 comments. So, those are the people whose names I have entered into the Wheel of Names. And I'm going to spin the wheel twice. The first spin of the wheel will be for the special cover exclusive Batman and Catwoman issue number 1. And the second spin is going to be for Mandalorian issue number 1, the 1-for-10 ratio. So, let's give it a spin. Oh, so close. Main Event Comics. So Main Event Comics, you are the winner of Batman Catwoman issue number 1 with the exclusive cover by Gabrielle Delato. So I will try to catch you online if you can leave a comment. We'll see if we can connect, and I will try to get your address to send you your comic. I'm going to remove your name out of the list. So we now have one less name in the wheel, and this is going to be for Mandalorian issue number 1, the 1-for-10 ratio. Here we go, spinning the wheel. And the winner is Jewish Dragons. So, thank you so much for watching the show, everyone. And I'm going to flip back over to webcam. So, I just want to say thank you to everyone. It has been a learning experience this last year as I got to learn how to go through all of the different methods of video editing and video creation and content creation for YouTube, and now even up to this first live stream. This is all new to me, and I am thankful for hitting that 100 subscriber mark a couple weeks ago, and glad I'm able to have this celebration video. So thank you everyone for joining, and remember to read them, bag them, and board them. And stay tuned for future episodes of the Pull List Examiner. Have a good week, everyone.